Hi,
Hey
everyone.
everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Lucy, and we run Sticker Guru, a stationery and stickers shop.
We created the Big Plans podcast to share the things we've learned over the past 6 years of running our own business.
And let's get started.
Get started.
So, tomorrow is the pre sale for our flawless foiling course. And we are really excited for this course because we've been working on it for over a year. The flawless foiling course is designed to show you how to become a confident foiling machine equipped with the right tools and materials. And this pre-sale will be at a special early bird deal, and then the price will go up when we officially launch on May 10th. So if you are interested, we will have the link in the show notes where you could sign up to stay updated about the course.
Yay, I'm so excited about the course. Speaking
Mhm.
of the right tools and materials, though, this week's episode, we're talking about the tools of the trade. So we'll be mentioning a lot of different things, and Lucy will be linking all of it in the show notes so you can reference that later.
Yes. So first off, silhouette.
So we get asked all the time what cutting machine we use, and we have been using silhouette portraits literally from the beginning. I started out with one. We currently have 8 now, and yeah, that is what we've been using.
Our
We
army
get
of
asked if
portraits.
it's like a Cricut,
Yeah,
but
we get asked that so often, but we've never used a Cricut, so we have
yeah,
no idea
no experience
how
with
that
the
works.
Cricut. Yeah, silhouette portraits, they are the way to go.
Okay, what about printers?
So for printers, we've gone through a lot of printers in our time.
Can confirm. We still do. We have 2 shelves that are just printers.
Yes, 2, like, those metal racks from IKEA, just every shelf is, like, filled with a printer. So we started out with a color laser printer. That is just what my family had at the time, and I was like, "Great, it can print color, so let me just use this." And the quality was absolutely terrible. And I was the only one using it, and I was printing so much off of it at that after a couple of months, the quality had, like, gone down significantly, like, I don't really know what was the issue because I had no idea how to troubleshoot printing or how to fix a printer, and I think it was a laser printer, so I think it was, like, getting clogged or something. Honestly, still have no idea because I am a pro with inkjets, but laser printers I really don't have a lot of experience with, especially a color laser printer. So it was just printing out super light, like all the colors were so faint and you can barely see anything. So instead of trying to fix it, I was like, I'm just gonna buy a different printer and use something else.
I mean, that's probably a good idea considering it was not great to begin with.
Right. So I did a little research and I decided to go with the Canon Pixma. I think it was like the MX922. I don't even think they make it anymore,
They don't. I
but we used them for several years and I feel like we went through like 10 of them. Like they were breaking left and right because we were printing so much. But
These printers are not meant to be like I feel like they're supposed to be made for, like, light office use, like, you print a
right.
couple of documents a week.
Right. And here I was, like, printing hundreds of sheets every single day off of them, and I think one time something really disturbing happened.
I was
Um
printing something and then it or you were printing something, but I was next to the printer and I watched it, like, it was printing, it started making some weird noise, and then it sucked the paper back in and
it
basically
died.
died. It
The printer literally committed suicide, and it was just the weirdest thing. Never seen a printer do that before.
it
It literally was broken
it
after
was
that,
tired. It did not
and
want to
was
work
like, "I'm not
anymore.
doing this anymore." So after, like, we went through, like, 10 of those printers, when they each one broke, we decided to upgrade to something better, and we currently use the Canon Pro 100, which, again, I think is also discontinued, but we have, like, 3 of them. I was like, "This is such a good printer, I need to, like, stock up." So
We
we
do
have
have
3
3
of
of them.
them, and they're huge printers. They're so heavy.
They're so heavy, like, it usually. we have to carry it, like, both of us
Yeah,
together.
like, I cannot pick one up because it's twice the size of a regular printer, and so I love these Canon Pro 100s because the quality is amazing, but the only downside is that they print so incredibly slow, like, honestly, it takes 3 minutes for a
Really
single
slow.
sheet,
Yep.
so it's a good thing we have more than one going at a time, but again, it's definitely very slow.
We've also tried to do things like, "Oh, well, if it takes so long, like, let's print it overnight or print it while we're doing other things." But I feel like we've learned our lesson not to do that because when you leave it alone, something bad always happens.
Yeah, like
You're not
right,
supervising it.
like, if we step away, from the printer, like, we leave our office or if we're printing overnight, usually one of the colors will get clogged or something, and then that totally messes up the printing for, like, several, I don't know, 50 pages, and it's very frustrating, so they definitely need to be supervised when they are going.
Yes. Printers are so finicky.
They are, like, for being a machine, they are very picky.
Mhm. Okay, what about the laser printer?
Honestly, I'm not very picky about laser printers. I feel like they all kind of just work the same. So we use laser printers for printing the foil elements onto our stickers. Or if we're just printing foil stickers, we use the laser printer. So we've used a bunch and we basically just use them until they don't really work anymore or if they're too problematic to fix. We are currently using an HP LaserJet and it's been working well, like, no problems so far. I think previously we were using a Brother printer, and it was just, I don't know, having a lot of issues that I would fix, but then, like, just kept coming back more and more quickly, so I was like, "Screw this," and so now we use an HP LaserJet, and yeah, works fine.
Yeah, it's been good. Okay, I can talk about the laminator, or I can start us
Yeah,
off. So I remember when we first ventured into foiling, we had this laminator, like the Amazon Basics,
right. It was, like,
laminator.
literally for laminating, like, documents. Photos, like, just your typical school laminator.
And I feel like we played around with that for a while before we eventually got a mink. I
Mhm.
feel like the mink was what everyone was using at the time.
Everyone had a mink.
Yeah, but we never really knew what temperature setting to use, and I feel like we just weren't fans of it. Like, it wasn't
Yeah, like,
perfect.
it just and the foiling never came out, like, flawless, and, like, I really hated the plastic carrier that it came with. I still hate it, don't recommend it. Even if you do use a mink, I would not recommend it. Just, like, it was very mediocre, and I wanna say it was, like, $100.
Mhm.
And I feel like if you just spent a little bit more money, you could get something that's so much better. So after we were using the mink, we decided to upgrade to I wanna say it was under $200 for a Tamerica laminator, and it was so much better because it had actual temperature settings. So we used that for several years, and then after a while, I wanna say maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3, I was like, "I feel like this is a little slow, and I feel like we can, upgrade to something a little bit better." So, we upgraded to I wanna say it was, like, $300, still Tamerica brand, and that is what we currently use, and it's pretty fast, I like it a lot, and yeah, no issues.
Yeah, I feel like you foil like, if you guys follow our Instagram, you've probably seen our stories where we'll post a huge pile
Mhm.
that Lisa has to foil, but I feel like it's been much
It's fast
faster.
yeah, like, I can get through a big stack pretty quickly, so it's been good.
Cool, cool, cool. So, what additional equipment did we invest in? I feel like there's quite a few. And the first one I wanted to start off with
Mhm.
is the
A label printer
label printer.
for, like,
We
shipping labels.
Yes, for shipping labels. We use the Dymo. We started off with that, but I hate it. I hate it with all my
Well,
heart.